How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.
Welcome one and or all to a very special episode of the Oreo Review Show. You know, normally on this channel I review cookies, I talk about politics, I play video games on my live Oreo gaming streaming channel, which is yet to premiere, but you'll see it at some point. This episode is very special, very different, very exclusive. Anyone can watch it, but it's exclusively about a different kind of a thing. You see, on July 6th, on the Oreo Facebook page, they posted a photographic image featuring a list of things to do involving the titular cookie. They titled this their Oreo Summer Bucket List. I happen to know for pretty much a fact that people at Nabisco are watching this channel, and I think it's safe to say that they put this out there as pretty much a challenge for me, knowing that no one else would even attempt it. I'm kind of the guy in the Oreo cookie critic review world that would go after such a challenge as this, to be that ambitious. Only I got the balls for it. And that's what we're going to do here today. I vow hereforth to take on every single item of the list and complete the Oreo summer bucket list before summer is over. And right now it's early September, so time is rapidly dwindling, which is why we gotta work quick. The real question we need to know is, ellipses, which activity are you looking forward to doing first? Thinking emoji. If you're not a Zoomer, I'll explain. The thinking emoji is sometimes used as kind of a call out to other Zoomers. It's like, oh really? It's like a skeptical face. And once again, that's them directly calling me out saying, you think you can do it, Oreo Review Show guy? You think you got the fucking nuts to take this on? And like I said, I have the testicles to do it. I'm blurring out the specific list items because it's more fun for you at home if we go into this blindly together. Not me. I'm with you in spirit in that front, but of course I've read through it all and I've prepared sufficiently and thoroughly because I'm a professional. That's why I'm on YouTube! I'm also not going to be doing them in the order they have them on the list. I mean, they're not numbered or nothing. Who says I can't jump around a little bit? Let's get into it. We are going to start with a certain item on the list, which for the purposes of this video will be the number one thing. First item on the Oreo summer bucket list is host a virtual snack hour. Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing here. And you can take a look at the time down below, see how far this video gets, but I'm gonna make sure that we go all the way up to an hour so that I fulfill my hosting duties, and by the end of the episode, I guess technically that will be the final thing that we complete. But hosting a virtual snack hour, it starts now. Item number 2, we're gonna go down to dunk an Oreo in milk with a fork. I'm not sure that I understand this one. I don't know why you would do this, but I guess that's why it's a challenge, or a challenge, as I like to call them. I've dunked Oreos in milk before. I have a whole video on the proper way to do it, and I don't think once did I ever consider the assistance of a utensil in said video or in my life. And now I'm gonna have to do it with a fork. Could I with a fork? Could I with some milk? Well, I've got the milk prepared here in my glass for dunking. This is a great dunking glass as long as it's up to a certain level. It's a top-notch, high-quality dunking glass. And over here, you will see I have 3 Oreos arranged on a plate. That's just for, you know, presentation purposes. And I've got a fork. Now, technically speaking, the bucket list item just says dunk an Oreo in milk with a fork. Doesn't say I have to use a fork to do the dunking. Just says, the fork is with me. I'm with a fork, and now I can dunk an Oreo. I can even hold the fork in this hand and dunk, and that would just make the suits at Nabisco steaming mad. They would hate that I found that loophole. Right now, they're fuming watching this. But in the spirit of the bucket list, I'm going to take it as literally as I possibly can. So first, I don't think what's going to work for this instance is stabbing the cookie with the fork and dunking it that way. I feel like it will break apart because I'm no physicist or anything like that. I wish Bill Nye could come in here right now to teach us all about how this might work, but I think that the surface of the cookie is too hard and it will break apart when impacted by the fork. I wish Neil deGrasse Tyson would make his way in. I'm sure he'd have some fun things. For the sake of it, I've got 3 cookies here. I might as well just try. I'm just gonna try. So we're seeing one. I'm going to put the fork. Okay, so there's a little bit of a. Oh, as predicted. 0.1 me, depending on what you're counting for points. Don't worry, I got it. So with that demonstration out of the way, as a follow-up, I guess what we can do here is just pick it up just kind of like that, like as if it were a spoon. By the way, if you have a problem with the way I hold a fork, let me know in the comments, and I'll engage you in a reasonable, constructive way. Oops. The way we're going to have to do this is basically just treat this as a spoon. I don't know why they said fork. I guess another approach would be to soften the cookie up somehow. So I'm just gonna like kind of dip it in, or dunk, if you will, to the milk and hope that it stays on the fork. Right? This would be better if I had a wider glass. Okay, so it's in the milk. I consider that a dunk. You guys all saw it. That's legally a dunk. Look at this double dunk. This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun, actually. And, normally I'm not a one-biter, but in this instance... Cross that fucking shit off the list right now. That was easy. Not bad, either. I might dunk with a fork from now on. That could be my thing. I might be a fork dunking guy. JK! All right, next item on the list. Record your personal dunk dance. The D's are capitalized in dunk dance. So this is like a real thing. It's record your personal dunk dance. It's capitalized. Now, I don't know what this means exactly. They really leave you a lot of room to experiment here. A dunk dance, like a dance that you do as you dunk, a dance that you do because you're so happy you just dunked, a dance you do because you're excited you're about to dunk, right? Past, present, future. Perhaps it's simply a dance inspired by the act of dunking, so you could do it anywhere. For instance, say a bunch of Zoomers would probably do it on the TikTok these days. I'm not trying to put together a thirst trap. That would be sus AF. This may come as a surprise to many of you, but I am not a dancer by nature, nor by trade. Traditionally, I avoid the dance halls. I like to enjoy my time sitting in a corner curled up with a cup of tea and a nice book. You know? That's what I think is cool. That's the kind of rhythm I groove to. That being said, when the occasion calls for it, I've been known to get down and dirty in a dancing way, not sex. So I think I could do something really cool and really special here. I don't have any music, so maybe I'll just pump in some free domain shit, or I'll just you can supply your own music and you just groove to whatever. I'll just groove to the beat in my mind, baby. So what we got here is failure to communicate in a cookie, and this is the glass. Same glass. I didn't refill it or anything. That's cool, whatever. So I guess I'm gonna do the dance as I dunk, because I feel like that's what they want. I feel like the dunk dance with a capital D and then a second capital D and unk ants. I feel like this is what they want. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting through these quick. This is easy so far. Time for my dunk dance. Debut.
Now from the top, make it drop, that's some wet, that's some wet. Now get a bucket and a mop, that's some wet, that's some wet. I'm talking wop, 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 that's some wet, that's some wet. Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet, that's some wet, huh?
I spilled some milk onto my lap, which is not something I'm proud of, but it's a risk that you run when you're doing a dunk dance in the proper way, as I just did. Look, was it the most creative dance? No. Did it meet the terms and conditions of the list, technically speaking? Yeah, I think it must have done so. Well, this segues perfectly into our next item on the list, which is apparently to make a milk and cookies playlist. So I guess presumably this could be the music that you dance to while you're doing your dunk dance. Or I don't know, it could be just music you like to listen to while you're eating some Rose, or while you're out and about, you're doing some exercise. This will motivate you to get home faster, to eat some more stuff. I'm feeling inspired. I mean, I just did the dance. I have the Oreos and the milk in and around me, and often there's at least some trace of one of the two in my system at any point in time. So I feel like I can really, really take this challenge on in a powerful way. What is a milk and cookies playlist? Interesting that they don't say Oreo cookies. So it could be any cookie, right? Could be a chocolate chip, could be a macadamia nut, could be a peanut butter, could be a sugar, could be a snickerdoodle, could be an M&M, could be a Reese's peanut butter cup, could be a raisin, oatmeal, or oatmeal raisin. It might be a Chip Ahoy. Perhaps you would put into there, I don't know, a Vienna finger. Milk could be any kind too. It could be 1%, 2% whole milk, skim, non-fat, almond, soy, goat, human breast. For our purposes, I think let's limit it a little bit. You know, some of the best creative efforts come under the pressure of some limitations. So I'm going to go ahead and stick to the basic Oreo cookie and milk idea, right? So we need a set of songs that really represents the ethos of the Oreo. The Orethos. Before we get too deep into it, I'm going to say I'm kind of two minds about this whole playlist thing. So I'm going to present to you a couple of drafts of ideas that I have for the perfect milk and cookies playlist. And then I'll let you guys in the comments in the audience decide which one you prefer. There's a lot of different directions you could go with this. I do think, you want to keep a playlist. You don't want it to overstay its welcome. So I'm for the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to keep this to 10 songs. Okay? 10 songs, a tight 10, I call it. A tight 10. And that's going to be the list. And I've thought this through a little bit. I took some time. I took a little bit of a break, and I came up with 10 songs that I think represent what the Oreo is all about, make sense for this milk and cookies playlist. And I'm going to go over them with you now. I wrote them down here on what is called a telephone, but it seems like all people do with it these days is text. So first I thought, well, what's an Oreo? What does it look like, right? It kind of has two components to it, the cookie and the cream, and wow, isn't that insightful? So I came up with the song Black and White by Michael Jackson. I think easy listening, very popular, and no one has any issues with Michael Jackson outside of his pedophilia and stuff. So I'm trying to avoid controversy on this one. Next up, I thought, let's not stray too far from that scene. There's more room to play in that field, which is a phrase. Next one is Ebony and Ivory, which is a duet between McCartney he's from one of the Beatles, as well as I believe it's Stevie Wonder did the songs. So now you've got two racially charged songs, but they're about harmony. They're about togetherness, which is what the Oreo cookie is all about. I think this is nice. I think that's a nice start to our playlist. Next up, I thought switch gears a little bit. Milkshake by Kellis. Kellis sounds like a Celtic hero off into the forest to fight wood nymphs. Oi! Is Kellis on their way? Hark! Kellis just left to fight the wood nymphs. Hark! What have the wood nymphs done this time? Oi! 'Tis a fear that the wood nymphs is about to get beheaded by Kellis. That song's about milk. I don't think I need to explain the connection to you. Next up, with a little bit of a musical influence, and also, because it's kind of a hot thing, a lot of kids are listening to it right now, and that's from the musical Hamilton, the song Satisfied. Because after I eat Oreos, I feel satisfied. That's how I feel. So I think that really, more than almost anything, sums it all up in a big way. But it's only song 4 on our list. There are more songs after, up to 10. Number 5 comes in the middle, and this is just in case anybody comes into this playlist halfway through and they don't know what's going on while you're listening to it. This is like, oh, if you're just tuning in, you know, that's what I like to have. At the middle of a playlist or an album, I like to have a, hey, if you're just tuning in song, just in case, to like really reinforce the ideas and the themes behind it all. So for this one, I went with C is for Cookie by Cookie Monster. He sings it on Sesame Street. And this really lays out the basics of what is a cookie, what letter does it start with, the letter that it starts with, what is it for. Following that, now that we've got that groundwork foundationalized once again, now I really am going to get in deep to those subjects, right? Cookies and milk. What do those two things mean? So I Googled what's a cookie song, and I found this song that is actually called Cookie by the artist known as R. Kelly. What does the R stand for? I never personally heard this song before, but I'm looking at the lyrics and I feel good about it. Ooh, she roller coastered on it. Ooh, she threw it up her alley. Ooh, then beat the pussy till it's blue. Girl, you know I got that good, yeah. Oh, the next line is, like an Oreo. It's in the word is in the goddamn song. I love to lick the middle like an Oreo. Turn up. Oreo, Oreo, like an Oreo. I want to bite it and get inside it till I get you gone. Ooh, like an Oreo. I love to lick the middle like an Oreo, turn up. Oreo, Oreo, like an Oreo. I want to bite it and get inside it till I get you gone. I'm seeing too that the last line of the song is Cookie Monster, Cookie Monster. So it couldn't be any more perfect. Nabisco should adopt that as their slogan. Like an Oreo. I love to lick the middle like an Oreo. Anyway, from there, I thought the next logical step, okay, we got a cookie song. Well, we need a milk song. There's milkshake, that's adjacent, but I need just a pure white milk song. And I found this song called Milk. And this is by an artist known as Lykalai 47, which was maybe just their AIM name. Again, I don't know this song either, but it goes like, glitter stick, glitter stick, glitter stick, concealed eyes with a cherry bomb lip. All right. Skin tint, skin tint, skin tint. Keep my makeup artist tied up in the basement. This lip and cheek got your boyfriend weak. Oh, maybe a girl sings this. These streets shook. When they see me live my look, and then I guess the chorus goes, M-I-L-K, 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 skin looking like. M-I-L-K, 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 skin looking like. And then et cetera, it repeats itself from there. So I guess it's about being white. If I had to make a playlist of movies, I'd feature Milk, all about Harvey Milk, which would be very fun. So now that I got the milk and the cookies, I wanted to bring those two things together, which brings us to the next track on the playlist. It's called Slam Dunk. It's by an artist known as Five. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably move this one back to number 5, because that kind of synergy is just neat. 5 bad boys with the power to rock you. Blowing your mind, so you gotta get into 5-5, what you waiting, 4-4 if you want to, 3-3, 2-2, 1, let's do it. Getting you really pumped to dunk. And it continues, there's some more stuff. Do you want to get freaky? Well, the 5 of us makes 1. Gotta put the good vibe on if you really want to feel that. Got the flavor in my song, but I really need to know. Here we go. Do you want to get down? Do you want to get funky? Do you want to get down? Get on down. Slam dunk da funk. Put it up. If you got that feeling, slam dunk da funk. Put it up. Put it up. So it's about basketball or possibly an orgy with 5 dudes. Either way, I'm interpreting it as dunking into milk. And so we're good. Second to last song, I decided to go with a classic. And the other ones were getting a little bit too sexual in nature. That was unintentional. So for number 9, I'm trying to, bring us home, a little bit of a cold shower, kind of cool us down at the end of the playlist. And I went with the Rolling Stones Brown Sugar. Because obviously there's sugar in an Oreo, and the color of the cookie on the outside is brown. So again, I don't need to explain that one. And for one last song on the list, I just had to go with an old favorite, partially just because it's fun, and that's Happy by Pharrell. Because I don't know what it is. This is true, though. I don't know if it has the same effect on you or other people, but for me, whenever I hear that song, I get happy. I'm telling you. I could have a bad day, it's raining outside, the weather's bad, I'm lonely, and I flick on the old radio dial and grin. Immediately. I can't even help it. I can't stay mad when that song comes on. So hats off to Pharrell, because that dude's a really good singer. Anyway, that's the first playlist idea that I had. My second one is just the song The White Stuff, which is a parody of The Right Stuff by New Kids on the Block. This one is done by Weird Al Yankovic. It's all about eating the cream in an Oreo, and so it's just that song 10 times. So whichever one you like best, let me know in the comments. All right, cool. We're almost halfway through the list, and so far, I don't know about you, but I'm having a really great time. So far, these have been real easy and fun and cool. Next up on the list, this should be a good one. Taste test an Oreo with mustard. Now, this is the point in the list where I think that Nabisco is fucking with me. They knew I would attempt this challenge, and they wanted to do something that would hurt me in a deeply personal way. I like mustard. I like mustard on a hot dog. I like mustard with a pretzel. That's pretty much where I end it. It's not something I would ever say, yeah, that should go on a cookie. And I just think that this will be an unpleasant experience. But if I don't do it, then the list is incomplete. So I'm going to do it because it's the bucket list. And I'm pretty sure I didn't see the movie, but I think if you don't do the bucket list in 7 days, you die. I have an Oreo here. It's not the one I dropped on the floor. It's a new one. And I have a fresh mustard. It's from my local grocery store. It's not a French's, okay? It's not a name brand, it's a store brand mustard. They all taste the same, get over yourself. Capitalism! You want to shake these up. And it says taste test. It doesn't say eat an Oreo with mustard, taste test. Is taste test a verb? I mean, you could test and you could have a taste test, but can you taste test something? I think they're playing it fast and loose with the grammar on this list, and I don't like it. The way that I'm going to approach this, I think, is I'm going to split the cookie in half. Not a clean break, but it's all right. And I'll take I'll take this end here. And I will just put a little bit. Oh, God. Just like, I think that's all right. You know? And, I really like, oh yeah, I can see it kind of gush out the side. Oh, there's the, it's an even spread. Oh, fuck you. This is an Oreo with mustard. I already feel like I may throw up. I should have got a bag or a bucket. I got a trash can. No joke, I might fucking hurl. I'm gonna take a bite, okay? The list said taste test. It didn't say I had to eat the whole thing. I'm gonna take a bite. End of story. It can't be that bad. Here we go. Oh, good fucking Christ. Ah, fuck, I don't want to fucking eat this. I don't want to fucking eat this at all. God, mother fucking goddamn it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck off. Go, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Here we go. Here we go. Here I go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, damn it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right. It doesn't smell. It just smells like a cookie still. Just pretend to be an Oreo. That's cool. Just a regular Oreo. Oh, God. Ah, fuck. It's an acquired taste. You know, a little dab will do ya. Oh, fuck. I didn't put an excessive amount. You know, I'm okay. But at first, you just kind of get the cookie and the sugar sweet flavor. And there's like an aftertaste of that. This tangy, like a tangy tang. I have to say, not my favorite thing. I've eaten worse Oreos. If they came out with a mustard flavor, I don't think it would be the most terrible decision they've ever made, which is saying a lot. Final score is -2 Oreos. I guess don't fucking eat that. To be fair, however, to Nabisco, you know, this is just the store brand yellow mustard. It's nothing too fancy, which is why I think for the sake of completing this list and being thorough, I've got to try one with a little bit of Grey Poupon. This is the Grey Poupon Dijon mustard. So this is going to be a different kind of a sensation. I got another Oreo here, fresh Oreo. Once again, I'm going to do the splitsies. I got a little butter knife here. Everything looked good. Butter knife. You know, we're gonna again go conservative. I just think a little goes a long way. But now I've got a spreading implement, which is nice. Just gonna get a little bit of that even spread. You know, and this might be, you know, the Grey Poupon is not as doesn't have as much probably like sugar and corn syrup or whatever they put in mustard nowadays, so it'll probably be more subtle, more flavorful. I just think it's worth giving it a chance, so that's what I'm doing now. Taste test with mustard, part 2. It's worse. It's so much worse. I puked. I threw it. That was, believe it or not, I don't know what it looked like, but it was real. That was real. I fucking puked. That was fucking disgusting. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed that the Grey Poupon would be that much worse. I couldn't even fucking swallow that shit. That's disgusting. Minus infinity Oreos. Don't ever... Fuck you for making me eat that. Fuck. That was so fucking disgusting. I gotta take a break. We're gonna come back. I gotta come back. That's halfway through the list. End part 1. Take a commercial break. I gotta go fucking brush my teeth for about 45 minutes.
How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.